And he put a mask on me, a Hannibal mask and a lead jacket, and ushered me into my private little dwelling.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're discussing child stars who later went on to make headlines for their terrible behavior as adults. Some of these former performers have since cleaned up their act, but nevertheless have made some mistakes along the way.
I feel like some things just need to stop.
Brian Bonsall. At just 5 years old, Bonsall joined the cast of Family Ties mid-series, taking on the role of the newest addition to the Keaton family, Andy.
You are a natural-born blues man, Andy.
You are too, bro.
His performance was acclaimed for both his natural acting talents and adorable on-screen presence. After the series ended, Bonsall appeared in films like Fatherhood and Blank Check, and even had his moment in the Star Trek universe. At 14, Bonsall was ready to retire from acting.
I decided I wanted to play music and go to normal school. I think my dreams changed a little bit.
After finishing out his teen years in relative normality, Bonsall started having run-ins with the law. From 2004 to 2010, he was arrested for a DUI and 2 incidents of assault.
I had a rough run for a little while. I made some mistakes as far as drinking and self-medicating. But, I've learned a lot about myself, and I'm healthy and happy.
Bonsall has since gotten sober and is now a husband and father. Jamie Waylett. Though his role was small, fans of Harry Potter will easily recognize this actor as Vincent Crabbe, one of Draco Malfoy's goonish sidekicks. Harry Potter is Waylett's only acting credit, and he only appeared in 6 of the 8 films.
Bloody hell. We still sound like ourselves. You need to sound more like Crabbe. Bloody hell. Excellent.
Prior to the 2-part finale, he ran into some legal issues that likely led to his character being quietly cut. In 2009, Waylett was pulled over while carrying a knife and 8 bags of cannabis. Police later found his growing operation at his mother's house.
He's let himself down hugely, really, and it's a disappointment for him and the franchise, really.
2 years later, Waylett was arrested again, this time for his participation in the violent London riot. Waylett was sentenced to 2 years in prison for violent disorder, specifically relating to the Molotov cocktail he was pictured carrying.
They're an embarrassment to the wizarding world. All of them. What's wrong with you, Crabbe?
Stomachache.
Marcus T. Paulk. Known for his role as the mischievous younger brother Miles Mitchell on Moesha, Marcus T. Paulk had a successful run of film and TV roles in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Hey, you disrespect my woman, you disrespect me. Now I know you done lost your mind.
Then in 2013, Paulk turned himself in after getting into a physical altercation with his girlfriend. The violent incident ultimately sent his girlfriend to the hospital with internal injuries. After pleading no contest to the crime, Paulk was ordered to attend a domestic violence treatment program. After a few quiet years, Paulk was arrested in Arizona for driving under the influence.
And Scottsdale police arrested former child actor Marcus Paulk. Police say Paulk was under the influence of marijuana and alcohol when they pulled him over.
Though still active in the entertainment industry, Paulk prefers work behind the scenes as a director, producer, and modeling agency owner.
As it happens, you just live through it, and I've always been a person who, as I get opportunities, if I can create opportunities for other people, and that's great.
Jeremy Jackson.
I knew I was going to be on TV. I knew I was going to be a star. I manifested it.
This 90s teen heartthrob played Hobie Buchanan on Baywatch, a role which very nearly went to eventual Academy Award winner Leonardo DiCaprio. After snagging the coveted role, Jackson appeared in 159 episodes of the beachside drama.
What's this note say?
Hobie, no. Give it to me.
I just want to read what he wrote.
It's personal.
Summer, you are like your name.
I am gonna kill you.
Unfortunately, this achievement would ultimately lead to his downfall. Jackson credits his success on Baywatch as providing him with the money and celebrity lifestyle that would lead him down a path of substance abuse.
The party was over, and I was just doing something that was really hurtful. And I could be driving a Lambo right now and dating a supermodel, and instead I'm out here getting busted.
After multiple attempts at rehab and even being ejected from the Celebrity Big Brother house, Jackson's worst moments came in 2015. Jackson was arrested twice for stabbing 2 individuals and was sentenced to 270 days in jail.
So the patience and the humility that it takes to crawl through the mud on the road back to sanity is probably the hardest part.
Adam Hicks. After his breakout role in How to Eat Fried Worms, Adam Hicks became a regular on Disney Channel. From Lemonade Mouth to Zeke and Luther and Pair of Kings, Hicks was a recognizable face from many childhood favorites.
You must be Wendell's mother.
She's not my mom, okay? Are you kidding me? Look at her. Right? Are you stupid?
Though his career had quieted by 2017, Hicks was propelled back into the public eye when he was arrested for a string of armed robberies. At the time, Hicks had been struggling with a substance use disorder and was deemed unfit to stand trial. After becoming sober, Hicks realized the gravity of the situation and took full responsibility for his actions.
I was in a very dark place at the time, mentally, and that's not an excuse for what happened, but you know, I do take a responsibility for what happened, and yeah, I've learned a lot.
Since his release from prison, Hicks has remained sober and has become an advocate for mental health and substance abuse recovery.
I actually started a nonprofit, so we're starting that. It's called Soundtracks of Life. It's for people who've been formerly incarcerated. People who have mental health issues. We're actually going to open up at a couple locations in the Valley.
Danny Bonaduce. 70s kids will remember this freckled face as the precocious child Danny Partridge of the Partridge Family, but his adult shenanigans were less TV-friendly.
Greed plus opportunity equals exposure. Remember that?
I've forgotten more formulas than you'll ever know.
His first arrest was in 1990 when he was caught attempting to buy cocaine while in Florida to host an event for DARE.
They turned on the news really loud about me being in jail, which got all the other people in jail, got all their attention. And there's one thing you don't want to be in jail, and that would be the center of attention.
The following year, Bonaduce was arrested for his assault and robbery of a transgender sex worker. A controversial conservative radio host in his adulthood, Bonaduce has publicly called for the execution of liberal celebrities he considers traitors, including Jane Fonda and Rosie O'Donnell.
You went through some really hard times.
Really hard times. I think you put one too many reallys in there, but yeah, really hard times.
Not what we expected from the mischievous but well-meaning Danny Partridge. Ryan Grantham. Less of a child star and more of a working child actor, Canadian Ryan Grantham can be spotted in small roles in several well-known films and television shows.
Kneel before time! Kneel before time!
Despite his modest success, his appearances in Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Riverdale were memorable enough for fans to notice his name making headlines in 2022.
He told the police he did it. To protect me, but it wasn't him. Okay, it was me. It was my fault.
This was the year Grantham was sentenced to life in prison after admitting to killing his mother in 2020. Grantham alleged he killed her to spare her from seeing the violence he would go on to commit.
What appears to have happened is Ryan Grantham experiencing a sort of a downward spiral of mental health and depression.
Traveling with guns, ammunition, and Molotov cocktails, Grantham intended to kill Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and commit acts of mass violence. Thankfully, he instead turned himself in before committing any further violent acts.
He's extremely remorseful for his actions, and he's doing everything he possibly can to make amends for them.
Orlando Brown. After making his acting debut as the adorable Tiger in Major Payne, Orlando Brown landed his most well-known role as Eddie on That's So Raven.
Believe me, you ain't never heard a young man that can blaze the track. Ridiculous cat that can dribble behind his back. It's something great within my blood and can't nobody understand it. But when you hear this track, I bet you I'ma see you dancing.
Brown starred opposite Raven-Symoné for 4 seasons of psychic comedy gold. But when it came time for the show's 2017 reboot, Brown apparently didn't make the cut. This was likely due to recent legal troubles and his strained relationship with his former co-star Raven.
Stand by her. If she feels like she's Britney Spears, then by God, let her be Britney Spears.
In 2016, Brown was arrested multiple times for various charges, including domestic violence, drug possession, and burglary. He's also claimed he and Raven-Symoné had a sexual relationship during their time on Disney Channel.
Yes, he, talks crazy about me, and people always wonder why I never say anything. It's because I don't need to stoop that low, because I've known him since I was 14. I am almost 40, and I don't have to do that to be popular.
Undeterred by Raven's refusal to acknowledge Brown or his claims, he went ahead and got her face tattooed on his neck anyways. Shia LaBeouf. After starring in childhood favorites like Even Stevens, Holes, and Surf's Up, Shia LaBeouf has gone from public figure to public nuisance.
We need to go back to camp, okay? So let's wrap it up, get your bag, put this in there, and we'll go.
I'm not going back.
You will die out here.
His first sign of things to come was his 2007 arrest, occurring in a Chicago Walgreens that LaBeouf refused to leave. Subsequent events included his obnoxious paper bag stunt, interrupting a performance of Cabaret, an outburst in a bowling alley bar, and a racist tirade against a black police officer.
Now I'm ripping my shirt off and I'm doing push-ups like, don't mess with me, dog. I'm crazy, you know what I'm saying? And the guy's like, what are you in here for? I'm like, cabaret.
Multiple women have also spoken out, alleging they faced emotional and physical abuse from the actor. Though it seemed LaBeouf was set to be a megastar in his adulthood with hits like Transformers, his behind-the-scenes behavior has cost him major roles, including the lead in Don't Worry, Darling.
We had to replace Shia. He is a fantastic actor, but it wasn't gonna work. And you know, when he gave me the ultimatum of, you know, him or Florence, I chose Florence.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Robert Blake. With a film career that spanned a whopping 7 decades, Robert Blake was a well-known name in Hollywood for generations.
If you talked, everybody on the set paid attention to you, which I interpreted as love.
As a child, he was known for his work in the Our Gang and Red Ryder film franchises of the 1940s. As an adult, Blake was widely acclaimed for his role as real-life murderer Perry Smith in the film adaptation of In Cold Blood.
We just lived there, all alone in that big, empty failure. Till he couldn't stand the sight of me.
Then in 2001, Blake's wife Bonnie Lee Backley was found murdered while sitting in Blake's car. After a year-long investigation, Blake was arrested and charged with the killing.
What did you think? What did you feel? God, I wish I could answer you.
Facing a possible death penalty, at his trial, Blake was ultimately acquitted due to lack of evidence. Blake was found liable for her death in a civil case, but walked free until his death in 2023.
I didn't murder my wife. It may be significant to you.
I didn't say you did.
But it isn't to me. You said there's nothing more significant
than the murder of your wife.
Personally, it's not the most significant thing in my life.
Which of these child stars shocked you the most when they grew up? Let us know in the comments.
I would cut people out, you know, and minimize opinions. And the way that I would do that is I had to believe that my opinion was greater than everybody else's opinion around me.